Aloha, everyone. I'm here with Bobby Pahia. Bobby is you're the master leaseholder to
Yes.
an ag farm here
Yeah. Yep.
in the middle of Maui.
Yep.
Fortunately, when we first were looking at the project here with Michael Smith and REGENiTech, we came here to Winsome and the farm here, and just seemed like a great spot. And after looking around, seems like this would be a great spot. And we have Bobby here because when we were giving things out to give to Farm Feasibility Study, we gave some REGENiGROW product to you.
Right.
So I'm here with another 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
How did you apply this stuff?
Well, I applied this stuff through a drip system, and it dissolved fairly well. I know there was some concern about the residue clogging the siphon system, but it was no problem at all. You just kind of shake it up a bit, agitate it a little bit, it was fine. Went through the system fine.
And did you measure how much you were putting in? Did you have any idea how much ratio? We found, by example, that a half a cup per gallon in a local plot when watered was ideal. Too much was a little too much. Too little didn't do it, but half a gallon really helped the best. What did you discover?
So when I utilize my application, I always got to figure out, what's my output of water per minute.
Right.
Okay, so I do a little calibration and figure out in this field that I was doing it was about 20 gallons per minute that it was emitting. So then I had to do my calibration with the amount of REGENiGROW that I applied. And basically that was it, just a matter of calibrating your outage and making it relative to the ratio that is recommended.
Right, and you didn't have a recommendation, so I'm just wondering how you used it.
Well, what I did was the amount that was given to me was good for really one application, because if I do the calibration of what was it, a cup per, I think what I was fed to me was that it wasn't used through a drip system.
No.
So this was probably the first time that we did it through a drip system.
Right.
So the application is different, therefore the amount that you would use would be relative.
Well, what did you see when you put the stuff in? What kind of changes did you see?
What I did see was the vigor, the plant vigor in itself. I think that I would have to do a little longer type of trial with more supply of REGENiGROW.
Sure.
In the application of using a T-tape system. So, but I did see a vigor in the application, the plants.
Vigor meaning
the taro.
That had more strength.
Yes.
Something comes up.
It's just
against
overall vitality. Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear.
So, for me to do more of a long-term type of application where we would have some solid, numbers to work with, I probably would have to use, a greater volume over an extended period of time to really get a good feel of it. And then the other thing too is that over here we can also do post analysis. So what we do is we take samples from the soil and then put it under a microscope and then put it up on a television, and we basically see all the microbiology under there. And if we see an increase in that, well, of course, that's a good thing.
Have you done that yet on this?
No, I haven't done that yet because I didn't have the supply.
I got you. Okay.
So now that I have the supply, the amount needed, then I can do a more thorough type of application and retrieve data that is more accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time here,
Yeah.
and I hope this 5 gallons goes to very good use.
Yep, it's going to go to good use for sure. We're gonna put it to the test. I have a saying over here: the proof is in the pudding. So that's what farmers.
And we're happy to have you here, being part of our proof.
Yep.
Because obviously Maui has a great need for self-sustainability, and
yes,
what you're doing is so very important for all of us on the island.
And just a little note, Jason. This land over here was farmed corporately for 144 years, monocropping. So okay, they did that for 144 years. So we cannot expect quick results like immediately. Right. So it's going to take some time to build up biology, and that's what we're about. We're about regenerative agriculture, and this fits right into the picture, the REGENiGROW product. and we'll take it to, in further steps and get more valid information.
Thank
Yep,
you.
you're very welcome.
Blessings. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Aloha.
Aloha.